Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Pele Yoetz. We're talking about idleness today, and this is one that stings me in particular. How many of us in this generation, we get caught up in shtuyot, right? We just get caught up in nonsense, and we're wasting our days. Has v'shalom. I pray that we all be like Sarah Amenu, who came with all of her days full. There's so many times I think throughout the day we get caught up in this world, especially in this generation. We're so busy and everything is vying for our attention that we end up wasting so many hours, useful hours. We can really be gaining olam haba. And this was a really big lesson that came to me, especially when my son went off to the military. And I really was faced with this very, decision whether I was just going to sit there and cry all day. And Baruch Hashem that he came. I asked him to do the same thing, speaking of Sarah Amenu, that he did with Avraham Avinu, to keep him busy. This is what we saw Avraham Avinu, especially when you're going through a time that's difficult. The best thing is to keep busy. But I wanted to be busy in something that would really take that pain and really bring it for good. And as a result of it, we did the whole book of Adorn with Dignity, which so many people have gotten a benefit for, and we put it publicly. And I say we, Hashem and I put it out publicly in order that it should help other people in the future, especially, who want to come closer, and when they start to understand this mitzvah of modesty. Now comes this big debate about sheitos and tichels. So I wanted to put that out. And thankfully, Hashem, through the advice of a Rav Papo, Alav Shalom, who wrote this sefer, gave me this great advice, to keep busy. And again, today's lesson, like all the lessons, that the Rav teaches us, great information for life. I mean, who said that life doesn't come with a manual? I mean, I beg to differ, but we're talking about idleness, and it says, idleness is a dreaded sickness, and one who sits idly is considered a scoffer, for he mocks the great reward of the study of Torah. He can be compared to a person who is told, count gold coins in the treasure of the king, and whatever you count is yours. However, this person ridicules the gold and prefers to sit idly. So this is really what it is. Like Hashem is telling us, I'm going to give you a great reward. Whatever you count is yours to keep. And we're like, I got better things to do. I've got better things to do, like to sit around and do nothing, or to sit around and do shtuyot all day. This is literally what we're saying in essence. And I feel that, Has v'shalom, I'm really nervous, guys. I'm really nervous. When I get to Olam Haba, when they play out all the stuff that, you were doing this when you could have been doing that, and what you could have gotten, and now you're getting this. And I'm really nervous, guys. Bemet, I'm really nervous. So, Hashem, please help me, especially now we're getting ready to go up on a lul. Please help me fix that. So it says, the reward for Torah study is so much greater, for he provides delight to his creator. An individual who does not care if he provides this pleasure to his creator is included among one who does not have pity on the honor of his creator, about whom our sages said in Hagigah 11b, it is befitting that he would not have come to the world. Oy. Woe unto mankind for the insult of Torah. Right? So this is very much a great insult to Hashem when you make it bitul Torah, that you make it, you're lowering the greatness of the Torah to follow after things that in the end always lead to no. They just leave you empty. There really is no other pursuit. There is no end goal. You know what I mean? The study of Torah always leads you to a goal. There's a goal and there's a purpose in life. And you'll find so many people, especially those who are Balei Tshuva, you'll hear over and over again that they will say, that there was more to life. And it was, they had this epiphany where it was just, they were just really, contemplating on their life and what it was all about. What is all this for? Us just going and acquiring things, to what end? And when they find there is no end, they find that their life truly has no meaning. And without the Torah that teaches you how to build a life and how to function in this world, and also to fix those character traits, then you find that now you have a purpose and now it's all worthwhile. So it says, woe upon woe, and hearts will be pained at the sight of how the sin of idleness from Torah has become as if it were permitted. Exile and poverty have not left any good character traits among our people, and the majority of the days and nights we are consumed by our pursuit of providing for our families and other physical necessities, as if a person was born to toil in matters of material needs. It would be fitting for us whenever we have a free minute to study or listen to a Torah lecture. So this is a great thing. So, I mean, this is why I love, this is also part of the reason why, when I remember years ago, not many people would read these books and put them out. And I got to tell you that when I found them, they literally were like gold, because I used to travel all over the state. And so I would find that there would be like a good, 8 or 9 hours a week of just, studying Torah, sometimes 7 hours in a day, depending where I was traveling. And it really helped. Not only was the time was going by easier, but I was learning so much and things that I felt that really helped me in life, like real advice that helped me in life. And this is what the Rav is saying. Whenever you have a free minute, especially even if it's meditating, you don't have to actually press play on something. But I find that this method is very easy for a lot of people, especially in this generation. And I find that even if it's just meditating on a line that you learn, that you're meditating on that is a great thing in Shemaim. It's a very great thing. So we should seize the opportunity with both hands in order to provide satisfaction to our Creator. For this is our portion from all our toil. Yet we sinners against our own selves, we sin against our own selves, choose to sit in the marketplace and the streets, even on Shabbat and Yantiv, strolling about or engaging in idle conversation. On long winter nights, people make social parties filled with laughter and levity, rather than studying Torah or going to the sage to hear words of wisdom. Woe unto us for the day of judgment and the day of reproach. So now let's put this into context. So obviously the Rav is not saying we cannot have a simcha, we cannot have but I think really he's talking, honestly, I swear he's talking to this generation hot off the presses, like we said yesterday. But let's keep it real. I think that a lot of us, we do engage in this, this just sitting all day. Now, mind you, studying Torah really is for the men. That is their main mitzvah, just like sneeze is our main mitzvah. But that doesn't mean that just because it's their main mitzvah, that it's not a mitzvah for us to learn it. And I think that, again, putting myself out there, I find that I have to be very mindful of this, because I find that it could be very easy for me to waste time on very frivolous and things that have no great value. When I could be learning something that really could help someone else, including myself, knucklehead number one. So I find that sometimes I get frustrated with myself that I feel like, did I give enough time? Did I learn enough today? I had all these extra moments. What did I do with them? And even though I'm telling you this now, I'm telling you this is a struggle for me as well. It's something I have to battle, and we're coming up on Elul, and I really pray this is one of the things that Shem will help me with. So it says, we're going to close off, and it says, my brother and friends, be strong and strengthen each other. Let us have pity on the honor of our Maker and our souls. Let us not engage in self-destructive behavior. Let us return to Hashem and not lose even a moment of time, which is so precious. We must believe with complete faith that everything will be judged by God, even for a moment as brief as the swallow of a saliva. As our sages comment in the verse of Eov 7:19, not abandon me until my saliva is swallowed. Let not our evil inclination deceive us with false visions and trickery. I will write more about this in the entry of Torah. Hashem assist us. So this is a very true thing. I actually had an experience years ago. I'm not sure that I feel comfortable speaking about it publicly, but I'm telling you, this statement here of everything being judged, it's a very scary, it's a very true thing that I will attest to. But I think more than that, we do need to strengthen each other. I love really just telling you, I find that people really, they do kind of connect to all of my difficulties, because I find that people are having the same difficulties too, right? And it's a relief to say, oh my gosh, you're going through it too. It's not just me. I'm not the crazy one. No, you're not the crazy one. A lot of us are going through these struggles. This is why we learn. And again, this is why, that the sages wrote these things, because nothing is new under the sun. This whole issue of where we're spending our time, it's not something that, again, I think in this generation, perhaps you have a bigger problem of where we're spending our time. But, again, he's making a very good point that every moment is precious. And now, even seeing the day and age that we live in, literally, the arrival of Mashiach is imminent. And you can see that all of the prophecies that the Nevi'im has said over the years, you see them playing out. So there's never been a time unlike any other. Time is very precious. Every mitzvah we do is precious, because remember, this is it. Like, once Mashiach comes, this is it. Like, where's your place in Gan Eden? Where is your level in Gan Eden? And there will be no opportunity to come back. This is a very serious thing. So, I really want to encourage everyone, every little thing that you do, even if you think it's little, you have no idea. We have no idea what the reward for that little thing is. So whenever you get a waking moment, try to get a mitzvah in there. And if you want to make this mitzvah, the learning of this, everything you learn is a mitzvah, share it with somebody else. Share this recording with somebody else. Make the mitzvah bigger, and part of their learning also goes to your account. In this way, you're investing wisely. When you're trying to make people come closer to Hashem, it is a great reward to you, and it's one that has, benefits both in this world and in Olam Haba. So, if Mashiach has not come, I pray we'll all be together again soon. B'ezrat Hashem.